Welcome back in to another episode of the Spaceman 2.0 Phoenix Truth Rising Show. Here to help you grow in the knowledge and wisdom of truth, and the truth will make you free. With the best history lesson and spiritual insights on the planet, exposure of the Illuminati's plan of world conquest and control is the death knell to the New World Order. Let's get back into part 3 of Phoenix Operator Owner Manual with the introduction by ATON. So, your flight instructions for the 144,000 chosen ones. Many are called, but few are chosen. Which one will you be? So let's continue on, starting on with the second paragraph on this page, and hopefully we'll get through the introduction by Sananda, which is the new name for Esu Immanuel, coming back. Continuing on. I suggest all of you who can read, go on to the book called Holy, and even with its tampering, I commend you to read the book of Isaiah, and unto my people say, Mahir Shalal Hasbaz. Be you ready. Do not be foolish in your geography perceptions. The beast of anti-God shall rise out of the places which claim to be my holy places, and the people will claim to be my chosen people. But they are evil and have no truth in them. But it shall be from the places of the ancient days, from which the wars shall move across the nations, and my reclaimed places shall rise, and the infected and evil places shall be given to sink beneath the seas, to be cleansed and healed. Where shall you be? I shall save my people. Shir, Jazhub, Shir, Jazhub, and Mahir Shalal Hasbaz. Sorry for butchering those words. Turn thee from the witches and mediums. Listen not longer to their whisperings and mutterings. Can the living find out the future from the dead? Why do you not ask of me these things? Why do you not listen when I send ye the word and the truth? What will you do? Will you move away? My people, led away captive, stumbling, weary, and hungry. Check the words of those witches, channels, mediums, which pronounce things upon which you hang thine beings. If their messages are different than mine, it is because I have not sent them, for they have no light or truth within them. They will cry out for new world government and order, and promise you peace and prosperity, but you shall reap of the whirlwind, for unity of worlds and universes comes only from the lighted truth, and life in integration with the laws of truth, light, and balance within the creation. Man of human distraction knows only lust, greed, power through coercion and force and enslavement. If you follow the wrong leader, you are destined to perish with that leader and lose of all that you perceive you have gained in the physical procurement. You had best be turning onto the holy books of the lighted realms and discerning that which is truth from that which has been changed and written in by your enemies, for the time is at hand. In all times of coming in manifestation and density of physical, messengers are sent to give warning and set the word to right. Always a prophet is sent afore me to bring you into the remembering, but the hourglass lies upon its side, awaiting my turning thereof. You who have eyes and ears had best be in the seeing and hearing, for the glass is empty and the cup empty. With what will you refill it? Oh yes, the book of Isaiah has been corrupted, and the truth turned about. But if you read with discernment, you shall find it all written there upon the pages. Remember that the definition of Israel is God's chosen people. It has nothing to do with a geographical location of a place which plundered and stole the places of Palestine. You had best begin to read with definitions of truth instead of those definings as laid forth to enslave you of the ignorant deceived. So you see how well these books are kept in truth for eternal timing? Just listen what it says again. I'm going to read that last sentence. It has nothing to do, okay, so remember that the definition of Israel is God's chosen people. It has nothing to do with a geographical location of a place which plundered and stole the places of Palestine. You had best begin to read with definitions of truth instead of those definings as laid forth to enslave you of the ignorant deceived. Most of the book of Isaiah, as with all the rest of that which is claimed holy, is rewritten to suit the needs and intent of those who would claim falsely and take that which is not theirs. And you will see that they of evil have written the lies to dupe you of the world into acceptance of their evil. You are people come of the lie, and it shall only be through the movement back within the truth that you shall regain of your freedom. My Holy Spirit shall not leave you, any of you, who shall turn into the wanting of the good and gain hate of the wrong. Rise up, my children, let your light shine for all the nations to witness, for the glory of my light is streaming from you, if you will but take it. Darkness as black as the moonless midnight shall cover all the peoples of the earth, but my glory will shine from you. All nations will come unto your light. Mighty kings will come to see this glory of my light upon you. My winged chariots shall fill your skies, and there shall be rejoicing in the homecoming. Lift up your eyes and see, for your sons and daughters are coming home to you from distant lands. Your eyes will shine with joy, your hearts will thrill, for merchants from around the world will flow to you, bringing you the wealth of many lands. And has it not been given, and you have turned it into spoils and wretched plunder? Oh, despicable and vile are the ones who took my words and promise and made them to read as the prophets and reward of the very evil anti-God who would seek Zion and call themselves my chosen children, and take the heritage of mine own onto themselves. Do you of the veiled children not see that which they have done? They have taken my truth and turned it onto their own use to fool all of your nations. They have set up their vile and evil temples and lands not their own, so that the world would not know of their evil and think it prophecy. They would set their cities forth in the biblical lands and pronounce that, see, God says that the things of Lebanon would be mine. Look, they went into Lebanon this last couple years, right? Syria as well, Iran as well. The first thing they do is looted all of Iraq back in 1991 to get the Babylonian Talmud and all their artifacts that they need to build the third temple and to take away the true history of the Mesopotamians. Just as a side note there, sorry. But when I see the truth just coming to light in these books that I haven't read for over 30 years pretty much, wow. They do hold their weight in gold as the truth. They would set their cities forth in the biblical lands and pronounce that, see, God says that the things of Lebanon would be mine, and that Israel would become known around the world and glorified in the eyes of all. Nay, you follow the beast into the pits of separation if you follow on with this charade. 'Tis not the God of light these ones follow, but the fallen gods of evil adversaries, who have mesmerized and captured you in their nets of lies and webs of human physicalness. So be it, for the moving finger writes and then moves on. Where will you be, child? Dharma, it is enough. Right herein that God has sent his messengers to every land and said, tell my people, I, the Lord your God, am coming to save you, and will bring you many gifts. And you shall be called the holy people, and the Lord's redeemed. And so it shall come to pass in your generation upon that place laid forth for your experience. That which is pronounced in Isaiah is not that which is referred to as the Israel now placed within the location of Palestine. For they were liars and frauds from the beginning, and their messengers fill the lands with the lies and false teachings. And those too shall fall in the sweep of truth. Let it be known that none of evil can nor will stand in my light, for all of darkness shall be vanquished. So be it. Sit, Shella, and tell these things, for so as I give it to be written, so shall it come to pass, and I send the word for man to know, so that he can choose his direction. I shall no longer stand silent, and those who have changed my words and destroyed my truth shall be cast into the silence, for they have pulled my people down, and the reward shall be heavy indeed. I close this portion with petition to hear, to see, and come into understanding, so that you may find your way. My messengers shall no longer be given into martyrdom, for the call is sounded as the chaos is spread about your lands. So will the hush come upon you, and woe is upon he who does not take heed. I shall rip the books bound within the lies from their sewing, and rend them into shreds, and the lies shall bury the liars in their dens of iniquity. And so shall it come to pass, for the truth lies within the story, but it is not as written, for translated, for they of evil have taken that which was given for your guidance, and turned it into the path directly into evil. They who have convulsed by truth shall be strangled upon their own lies. And yes, you had better be reading carefully the books called Bible, for they are filled with the changings to suit of the beast, and through them shall you be led to slaughter, for they are not of my giving. Everything pure has been corrupted for the eons of time, and you who were given forth to set it to right have fallen to the wayside, or into the pit with the vipers. No longer shall it be thus, for I am coming to set it to right, and ye who stand with me shall be given into greatness. These ones who have stolen that which I gave in truth unto my people shall be given into the abyss of remorse for all their remaining days, and then they shall be judged with justice. May the light be given entrance to shine around about you, that you be given into vision, for the remaining days of your experience upon that place are numbered. I am. So, having said that, talk about the corrupted ones who have usurped the name of Israel. The original Spaceman on A View from Space, I'm going to get into the shows that actually got him cut off from telling the truth about the crypto Jews and how these Moranos and slave traders were actually truly, from my point of view, of the Khazarian lineage and were never true Jews or real Judeans. The word Jew never came into existence until the 1700s to clump in these evil, falsified ones with the real lineage. So with that being said, I'm going to get into the foreword with Sananda in Phoenix Operator Owner Manual. Forward, Sananda. Peace, Thomas, for I am come. I am Sananda of the sacred circle of infinity, for I have come again as one with the Most High, living God, ATON, Father. Man will never again return unto the unknowing and the ignorance that has been his downfall. Never again shall the darkness keep man bound from walking within the lighted presence that I am. Each must choose, each must decide. Always man will cast to the side that which does not suit his view, his way, his opinion, his new laws. It matters not one whit. Nothing shall be changed, for herein lies the truth of the matter, plain for all to see. All who have eyes to see and ears to hear shall receive the message and be increased thereby. Each may come into knowing and therein be most grateful, for these are the instructions you have pleaded for, and at last you have that which you have wanted, for lo, these eons of time. Man has struggled in his turmoil and conflict and warring nature. Man has lusted after women without shame, and now lusts after man in like manner. You have entered into the pit of darkness, and you must return to living according to these laws of God, as they were given unto thee for thine greater good. You have been careless and thoughtless, and have trampled the holy word of God under thine feet. No longer shall you do this in ignorance. Each shall act responsibly in their decisions to remain in darkness, and the decisions made in conscious error shall be the most painful of all. The soul shall cry out at that hour when standing in the presence of the mighty I Am. We weep for you and plead with you to hear, to take heed, to change. You are responsible, and yet you have behaved irresponsibly. Each shall be given to face the choices, and the consequences shall return unto thee. Do you recognize that the hosts of heaven have been sent? Do you acknowledge that God, hATON, has returned to the once beautiful, beauteous jewel to bring order of the chaos in this ending cycle? Why do you not believe that I am come again? Has it not been prophesied? How did you think I would return? Did you think in one day turn on 60 Minutes perhaps and see me speaking with Mike Wallace? Did you think that one day you would turn on TV and see me preaching from the stage of the Crystal Cathedral? Come now, times have not changed so much. The crucifixion would take half the time. I have not said that I have come again upon that place. I have said that I have returned with the heavenly hosts, as promised long ago, and we are above your now polluted and troubled planet, transmitting forth instructions for your very freedom, survival, and godness. Will you listen? Will you listen? What must be done in order that you will listen to the message? Has it not been said that by their fruits you shall know them? Herein is your life raft. We do not come to force anything upon you. We come to offer instruction and tell you the way that it truly is. Man may do what he will, as he has done to this point. It takes no brilliant mind to see that you are in most grave circumstance. Why will you not consider the messages that are offered for your protection and wisdom? The laws of God are fixed, immutable. Man may change what he will, but he will not change the laws of God, for they are that which was given for balance within the creation. Man has soiled that which has been given into his care for his stewardship. Herein you shall find the laws clearly outlined. There is no room for misunderstanding the message. There are no little gray areas for you to move around in. If you violate the laws after completing this document, you shall do so willingly, knowingly, and therein shall be consequences for those actions. God is most forgiving for actions done in ignorance. Willful violation of the laws is entirely a different matter. It is the better part of wisdom to heed this warning, for it is most grave indeed. We are at the final hours of the planetary cycle. Choices will be made by man that shall affect him for eons in your future counting. Be most cautious when seeking the momentary thrill, for the excitement you seek shall not satisfy you in the countless generations of recycling and rebirths before you, as you learn well the lessons you so carelessly refuse to learn this time around. Fleshly pleasures are fleeting, the soul is infinite, and in the cosmic realms of light where we dwell, infinity is a long time indeed. Ponder it. Where do you wish to spend your time? Upon what do you wish to gaze? In the ending, will your ego-filled and willful ways have been worth the pain you shall experience in the recycling of rebirth? Why does man always think that he knows better than God? Foolish, foolish man. I do not come here to chide you. I come to plead with you on bended knee. These are your instructions, clearly given in full radiance of the Father's presence. These are no abstract concepts for you to struggle with. Read them, learn them, live them, to return to the radiance which I am. The laws are truly the only way in which to live. The laws are the ultimate in logic and reason. The laws work. Has your way worked? Oh, look around you. Look at your planet. Perhaps you should take the next shuttle flight, if it is not canceled due to faulty equipment, and view your very atmosphere from great distance, and you shall see how man's way has worked thus far. You are in most dangerous waters, and the instruction we bring with total love is offered to bring you back onto the presence of Holy God. Why do you resist so? Beloved, we are here. I am returned. I am returned with the heavenly hosts and with the Father ATON. Listen to the words we bring, for therein is light. Man has walked a darkened pathway for too long. Return to the ways that shall see you through onto the lighted realms wherein I dwell. The time grows most short indeed, and the hour for deciding is upon you. Which path shall you walk? Come, walk the good red road. Walk the lighted pathway according to the laws therein, and you shall know God. I place my seal upon these words. I am Esu Jesus Immanuel Sananda of the Christed Sacred Circle of Infinity, and one with the Father. Blessings unto all in those in whose hands these words are placed, for you have found your very soul's freedom therein. Walk most gently the pathway before you, and treat your brother as you would be treated, for you are, in truth, one. Salut.